Hello, church. It is good to be back. I'd like to share with you another clip encouraging you in the Lord. Have you ever considered the benefits that you may be having through this time of dealing with COVID-19 pandemic? Well, today I'd like to remind you of one benefit, and that is a benefit of testing your faith. If you go with me to Isaiah chapter 1, and in Isaiah chapter 1, the Lord addresses his people, accusing them of sin right away. In verse 3, verse 2, verse 4, he speaks to them and he says, "You do not know me, you do not understand me, you act corruptly, you abandoned me, you have despised me, you turned away from me." But at the same time, if you were to come to Jerusalem, if you were to come to the temple and observe everyone who is worshiping the Lord there, you and I would probably not be able to recognize the nation according to God's descriptions. You see, if you were to come to the temple, you would see the sacrifices being brought in, you would see singing taking place, the festivals being celebrated, you would see prayers taking place. But the Lord, seeing all through that, he says in verse 15, "Your hands are covered with blood. You do injustice, you do evil, you take bribes, you do not defend the orphan, you do not plead for the widow." So, in fact, at the end of the chapter, he actually calls them adversaries. And he says, "I will be relieved of my adversaries and avenge myself on my foes." He then promises that he is going to cleanse the nation. He's going to cleanse Jerusalem. He says, "I will take away all the dross. I will take away alloy, all the impure metals from you. And at one point, I'm going to restore the city, and the city is going to be called City of Righteousness, a faithful city." We understand what has happened later with Jerusalem and Judah as they were taken away into Babylon. They were taken away from their temple. They were taken away from the ability to worship in the way that they used to. But this was a call to test their faith for them. Now, this passage may not be directly applicable to you because most of these people were acting like pagans and did not know the Lord. And if you've been walking with the Lord by faith, you genuinely worship him. But at the same time, there is application for you and me. Having been worshiping the Lord, attending church services, giving, singing, serving, and once that is taken away to a certain degree, the question that you and I should ask ourselves is, how's my faith? Is the substance of my faith still there? And one of the ways, just like the Lord tested their faith, you and I can test our faith in the same way. How is our relationship and devotion to the Lord in the vertical sense, and how is it in the horizontal? Do we still love Jesus Christ even though we cannot attend church physically? Do we still love our neighbor? Do we love people around us? Do we serve? Do we defend those who are helpless? Do we take care of those people who are in need? As Christians, we have a faith that is not selfish faith. Our faith always has both directions. We have a vertical relationship with our Lord, whom we love, and we seek to have fellowship with him. We seek to pray to him and exalt him, sing to him, even in our homes. But there is also a horizontal component. I want to encourage you today, brother and sister, check your faith. Do you have that desire to help? Or are you just bound to your home, sitting, complaining, and grumbling? I encourage you, seek for an opportunity to help. Buy someone groceries. Help someone. Give someone a call. Stop by. Wave at someone. Pray for someone. Spend time in prayer. Because this is what we're called to do. This is the substance of our faith. And we can do this until the time when we get back together again. Thank you.